Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We're still here in Broom Tower and I still have the same exact amount of souls because obviously I'm wearing the ring that blocks any extra soul absorption. So, I believe it's this way that I need to go to get to the Fume Knight. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, there is a bonfire right next to the Fume Knight. It's one of those moments where the developers decided to take pity on you and do the right thing. But before we get there, there is some bullshit. So I should go ahead and explain. Well, first I'm gonna kill some people. Or at least one person. Nope, never mind, he fell off. Okay. This level design, let me tell you what. It is a bastard. Okay, so this is the way that you would come in normally. You would miss out on the strength ring if you didn't do the flip onto the upper level. Nah, poop. Alright, so the thing is that if you dropped off this ledge and you happen to hit this patch right here, you would fall down each of these levels through these easily broken floors and end up all the way on the bottom. And every single enemy on every single floor would follow you down to the bottom and gangbang you to death. And I mean, okay, it's the same situation where once you know it's there, you're not gonna fall for it again. But I don't know, for me it's just kind of annoying how often this sort of thing happens where the level design is basically going, fuck you. Last night after I finished playing the Crown of the Sunken Keep, I watched a video talking about the worst levels of Dark Souls 2, and they were talking about Black Gulch in particular. There was also a level from this DLC mentioned, but the Black Gulch level was higher on the list of the top 10 worst, and the narrator for that video said it's almost as if the game designers at this point said, "Good luck, assholes, and fuck you." And that so much mirrors my feelings for quite a bit of some level designs. There are certainly levels and areas of Dark Souls 2 that I love. I mean, I think they're fantastic. But there are other areas that I feel like they're designed specifically to fuck with you. That they're not very intuitive, and that they're not very well designed. For me, a lot of that lies in the DLCs. Yeah, if you come down this the right way, by the way, you'll notice how, even though this dude has a giant fucking mace, he should be able to just swing that fucker right over here and smash me right off this ledge. But if I do it the exact right way, the developer intended way, I'm okay. I'm cool. Yeah, we cool. Let's see. Yeah, no, he's still got the effects of the Soul of Nishandra on him. Okay, so we're gonna come over here. It's a big risk, but there's a treasure chest. There's nothing in it for me, but I just want to show that it's here. Ow, crap. Yep. I believe it was a clutch ring. Sorcery clutch ring. Well, crap, I missed that. Okie dokie. So, back down through this crap again. Ah, come on, you frickin' pansy. Yeah, whatever. Standing behind him, his weapons didn't even swing that way, but fuck you. That's what you get for playing Dark Souls 2. Especially for playing the DLCs. And that's what the DLCs feel like to me. I mean, you know, I'm mostly avoiding the optional bosses, so I don't really have to put up with a whole lot of the extra bullshit. But basically, it feels like, oh, thank you so much for paying us $14.99 for this extra content. Here's a poorly balanced, badly designed set of levels with bosses that are mostly reskins. And I also feel the same way about the boss designs on Dark Souls 3. I mean, I love Dark Souls 3, the vanilla game. But the DLCs are just... they're not very good. Oh my god, really? Hey, I don't remember which one to go through. Here we go. Up yours. How about you eat a dick, motherfucker? So, I mean, if you think I'm exaggerating about most of these DLCs basically being fuck you for playing and for paying us for these things, I will go ahead and point out that the next boss that I'm going to be facing, the Fume Knight, has a weakness to nothing. Absolutely nothing. He is somewhat resistant to thrust, slash, and strike, which basically means every single fucking physical weapon he can mostly shrug off and laugh at you for using. He is resistant to poison and toxin, so if you were hoping to maybe use something to wear down his resistance, fuck you for playing. He's got fuckloads of fucking physical damage. So basically, you're going to be pecking off little bits of poke damage because he's highly resistant to every form of physical damage. If I sound bitter about this, it's only because of the fact that every boss in the vanilla game has at least one thing that they're weak to. Velstadt, for instance, is he's weak to lightning, and he's weak to strike. So if you're using anything else, you're going to have difficulties, but you do have that option available. You don't have any options when it comes to Fume Knight because fuck you for paying From Software any money for this game. So, anyways, before you go into this boss fight, you're going to want to kill off these, and there are 4 of them, and you do want to get rid of all 4 of them because they don't just buff the boss, they heal the boss. And I'm also going to go back to the bonfire using the aged feather to demonstrate one other aspect of the whole fuck you scenario, so that you understand exactly why this particular section annoys me so much. You'll notice I'm hugging the wall, and that's because there's more of the chicken wing giant fire knights that if you were to walk directly across the middle of the floor, that you would find them. Alrighty, so I'm gonna use a effigy. Okay, and your NPC summons for this area are Steelheart Ellie, who basically has the Keistis, these leather boxing gloves. And where's the other one? Where is the other one? There's another summon sign, I know. Huh. Well, for whatever reason, I don't even have the second summon sign. Oh, because it's Kohelian, the wizard, and I never went back to the wizard. Point being, you get an old dude and a boxer. Those are your options for facing this boss. Not really good good odds against somebody who has a 12-foot sword and a 3-foot sword. So, yeah. I'm gonna need a minute here because I'm gonna have to decide what weapon to use against this guy. For sure, I don't want to use the Ultra Pursuer or the Pursuer's Ultra Great Sword because it will miss way too many times. The tracking will just screw me over. It has the best damage, but for this boss fight, it's not the best option. So I need to think about what I'm going to take in. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with the hammer. saw that. I fucking dodged rolled through that shit, and he still hit me. Just to try something different. Just to try something different, I'm gonna go with this. And that shit is so fucking slow. It's like, oh yeah, that does a whole bunch of damage. Dude, I'm fucking seeing fucking BB guns that move faster than that shit. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, fuck you. I would like to thank Toradol for being there. That's much better than the NPC invaders would have been. So, I mean, I could go after the Alon Knight, I could go after the Smelter Demon, but really the only reason why I'm here is even for the crowns. There's no other reason for me to be here. So, yeah, screw this DLC. Going back to Majula. I gotta think about this for a second, because I might actually go to Ornifex for the Fume Sword. Not the Ultra Great Sword, because I will not have enough strength to use that.
soul, I will create one thing of your choice. I require no payment this time. It is my way of saying thanks. Come back again.
Alrighty.
I'll be around if you make it back.
Hmm. Oh, might as well.
Thank you kindly.
Okay, so as I said, there's the a Lot Knight and there's a Smelter Demon also in the Crown of the Sunken Keep DLC, but I'm not really interested in fighting either of those at this point. I may come back to them after I've got all the crowns and there's no penalty for death and I can just keep doing it without turning hollow and losing points, then sure, I may go ahead and do it. But that's pretty much the end of this episode. And on the next episode, I'll be going to the Crown of the Frozen Keep DLC. That one's going to be pretty involved just to get all of the stuff necessary to face the proper boss. There's also one other thing that will help in other areas in that DLC, but so for right now, we're done. And I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode, and I'll see you next time.